All right, so it's been a little over a week. I haven't updated on the chicks, but we have 9 chicks now, and they are very excited. So today we're going to fix their water feeding system. By the end of the day, this will be full of straw. They poop in it, so we are going to go ahead and get a little water system to where they can just walk up and drink, and they can't step in it, poop in it, and it'll just be going right across the tote here for now. And then I will kind of dismantle it and add it to the coop outside. So I'll take you out front and show you what I'm working on. All right, so here's what they're gonna be drinking out of. And here's the kitty. So this is gonna attach to these little tees. I ordered these tees on Amazon. I'm gonna drop a link down in the description for all these parts and pieces. So if you'd like to kind of copy what I'm doing and build your own, you can do so. So here's gonna be the reservoir. And I got a float, also got this on Amazon. So this is gonna go into the bucket here, and I'll have a hose attachment on the outside. So then I'll do that, and then the lid has a screw off lid. At the bottom of the bucket, we're gonna put this bulkhead that this, either this fitting will attach to a garden hose, or I can hard line it in with this, with the PVC. So that'll come off the bottom. I'll show you that in a minute, and then the bucket will be able to hang. The reason I went with black is because it'll keep any algae away. I've already had this bucket. I just bought a new lid, so I'm gonna have to rinse that out and sanitize it, because there will be drinking water in there for the chicks. But yeah, and then all these fittings will, these just screw into here like this. So I'll probably do 3 in the brooder tote right now, and then that'll be sufficient until we get them into the coop. So let me get a few things cleaned up, clean the bucket up, put a few things together, and then I'll kind of, not step by step, but I'll show you how I'm doing it and then give you the parts list. So I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and just dry fit all of this together, but I wanted to start with the bucket and show you. So I have the 1/2-inch bulkhead on here, and on the inside, this was something I didn't superly plan for. There's about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, so there'll always be kind of that lip that will hold when I go to drain it and stuff. There'll always be kind of a lip there. I think that'll be good to catch any kind of sediment though, potentially. So it's not a huge deal. I will be making sure this is, thoroughly rinsed out and everything, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem. I did want to also note, I brought out an example bucket here. I cut out a 2-inch hole with the hole saw on the drill, and basically I just cut that little dinger off there, and then drilled right down, and the drill bit fit almost flush on that lip. So I went straight down into there and then just kind of deburred it, and it turned out pretty good. So that might be challenging for some people. You could always go right here and just on the side, but I wanted it center and look symmetrical, and I think it turned out great. So as far as the PVC, this is what we have. So we have a male slip end right here, and then a 1/4 inch to 3/4 hose fitting. This one's same thing, plastic, but actually this one's a male to female, and then that one's female to male. But so basically the hose will run from here down into here, and then with the float inside of there, that'll be the high pressure. Everything else is going to be gravity down into the tube. So these little doodads aren't made for super high pressure, I don't believe. I wouldn't trust it. So, you know, I'll trust the float over this. So, but basically the chickens walk up, peck it, and then it fills up with water, and then they're able to get a drink out of there. So I think 3 will be sufficient for now. I mean, they're gonna have unlimited water essentially, so that should just about do it for that. But yeah, just dry fit it right here, and then I'll go ahead and I need to drill a hole in the side of the brooder and then get some little horseshoe hooks to hold it to the side. And I might do it at a slight angle just to help with gravity, but it shouldn't be an issue. So let me kind of get that going. And then, so we got 3 T's, and these are a foot each going down. And then this is a 6-inch little stub out with a cap. And what I'm going to do is once they're done in the brooder, I'm going to take this and put an elbow on it and then run 3 more down the other side of the coop. So they'll have a total of 6 inside the coop. So that should be plenty. If not, I can always add more. So that's what's so great about PVC. But let me go ahead and get some of this glued and then set up in the brooder, and then I'll be back with you and kind of show you where we're at. So all right, so I pretty much went ahead and set the entire thing up without you guys. As you can see, it's glued. Got it all set up. I put the strap on there, and I kind of folded it inside of itself, so if they walk by, it's not sharp. It's not going to cut them. But I just drilled a little hole through the tote here. And then I have the hose kind of coiled up to the bucket. I'm not going to add the float and everything yet until I get it outside, because it's not necessary to run a garden hose in here. But once it's outside and they're bigger, they will be drinking a lot more water. They are absolutely terrified right now because I've just been up in here working. But there they go. All right, let's get all out of that corner. Come on, guys. You say hi. So I'm going to add some water and then try and kind of dip their beaks in it, show them what it is, and then I'll come back with you with another video. But yeah, this is how it's going to look. And then I will leave this guy in here, but here we are a couple hours later, and it's just full of straw and stuff. And I could have used different bedding, but I don't want anything smaller than this is going to create more of a mess. So I feel like this being up off the ground, I'm going to have to adjust it and turn it to get it to where, you know, but it kind of goes at a slight angle. So even the smallest, newest ones, like this little girl right here, we just got her today. So yeah. But this is gonna be it. I keep saying that every time we go to the feed store, I end up coming home with 1 or 2 chicks. So we're at a total of 9 now, and I think we're gonna keep it there. So we have 8 total egg layers, and then we have 1 no, this is her. Yeah, one silky little girl. Whoop. So they're not quite flying yet, but she tried. So anyways, I'll get some water in there, and then I'll come back with another clip of them just drinking out of it. So all right, so they're kind of learning. I showed a few of them, and they're slowly kind of playing with them. I'll just have to keep an eye on them. Once I see that they're solely using these, then I can go ahead and remove that other cup. But I'm just going to have to keep that in here for a couple days, just for the younger ones that might not understand quite yet, or, you know, and just watch. Eventually they'll pick it up. But I was watching another video where somebody said if they're adults, it's a lot harder to train them on how to use these. So as chicks, I think it's perfect timing to get it in here and get them learning on it. So see, already figuring it out. So anyways, that's gonna conclude the video. So if you have any questions on this, I will list all the parts and pieces in the description. And I gotta get a lid on that bucket, but other than that, yeah, that is it for now, and we will see you in the next video. I might show a little preview of the coop I've been working on out back. So anyways, thanks for watching. One thing I would like to add on this is I'll probably have an on-off valve here or on the bucket side. That way running in, I can cut it off, because right now I am noticing that this one here is leaking. So I'm gonna have to adjust that, maybe swap it out. I'm not sure if that one's bad or if the seal's not good at the connection right there, but not everything always turns out perfect. These two, this one and that one, seem to be fine, but that's why you got to be vigilant with stuff like this, because not that this would flood them out, but I'm sure they wouldn't like 5 gallons of water in here with them. So I'll get that fixed and that'll take care of that. But all right, so I just wanted to bring this over and show you what the leak was on there. It turned out to be here, and it was sitting kind of, see if I can get it like that, instead of fully seated in there. And that O-ring is there to, you know, and you can take this apart and clean it out, but it just wasn't fully seated, and that was something, you know, I just overlooked as I was putting it together. So I would give this product, as of right now, a 10 out of 10, but yeah, just make sure you check stuff like that, make sure everything's tight and all together. That way you don't have to take it apart with water in it. I didn't leak that much, but yeah, just for the future.